Top of the morning to ya. Have you ever got to that spot where you're like, oh, I just don't know if I can keep going. I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I don't want to pursue this path anymore. One of my brothers in Mastermind said his wife and he have a saying or a phrase that comes up often, and it's, I'm sure glad we don't both give up at the same time. There are challenges, there are bumps, there are stumbles along the road, and they just come and conquer those times in unity by being together as a couple. And they've learned and grown and love each other in such a way that when challenges come for one of them, the other maybe recognizes it and just stands in the void, stands up for the relationship, for the two of them to be a strong couple in the Lord. And it's interesting to reflect back on that when they're back in unity, back on the positive path towards salvation and sanctification, that they say, yeah, I'm glad we both don't give up at the same time. I'm thinking of another verse this morning as I was meditating in preparation, and that's surround yourselves with a crowd of witnesses. I'm gonna have to look up the scripture reference because I'm not sure where that is, but just a crowd of witnesses. And what that is Mastermind. A crowd of witnesses to know you, love you, nurture you, be alongside you when the going gets tough. Because the going gets tough, the tough get going isn't always true. But it's more true when you're heading in the right direction, when you are supported by others that know you and are friends of yours and care about what your future is, what your victory is, what your wins look like, and want to be alongside you in that path. So, I remember numbers of times in Mastermind where a guy comes in just struggling with dating as a single young Christian man and trying to fight against the societal, man, my eyes just watering. It's breezy and 35 degrees today again. So we got a lot of our leaves here. Or when a guy comes in and says, I just had a complaint and it may be going to court for a large sum of money for work we've completed and it's not satisfactory. Or I've come in and a man comes in and says, I'm using pornography. And that's after we've known each other for a while, and these things still come out because those secrets, there's more and more of them. We need to continue to dig deeper. But when you're surrounded by a crowd of witnesses, and when it gets tough, the tough get going with encouragement, with love, and with support. And when everything's wonderful and beautiful, that peace gets challenged by what else is possible, what else can be done with this life, this world, this position in life. Everything's great, but how can I serve more? How can I serve God's kingdom better through those challenges in that group, in that community, in Mastermind? I would love to meet you and talk to you about Mastermind. So if that sounds like you want a crowd of witnesses to gather around you as you lead your life, head to brian.chat and let's have that chat. You be blessed.